What's up guys, it's Mars, and today I want to talk about how to win games in Black Ops 3. And I guess most of these things can apply to public matches, but I mostly am going to talk about GBs and basically competitive matches that you really want to win. So I'd say the first key thing is your aim. And aim is a major thing, obviously, in Call of Duty. So I'd say that one thing to do to work on your aim is before you start like any games, before you like play for real, have like a couple warm-up matches. Go into a public match, play some games, or even go into like custom games, set up some bots, and just play until you feel that your shot is basically on, like back on, you know? And I'd say another thing to help with your aim is definitely lowering your sensitivity. If your sensitivity is at like 10, or I'd say 10 or above, you're insane. Yeah, maybe you can turn on some people disgustingly, but when you need to shoot somebody from far range, you're not going to be able to hit those shots. I personally play on sensitivity of 4, and I used to play on 8, and I dropped it down to 4, and I really did see like improvements in my shot. Other than that, there are not many ways to improve your aim except for practice, and practicing is obviously the best way to get better at a game. I'd say the next thing is communicating. Communicating with your team is so important, like for everything. To know where people are, to know what you guys are planning to do next. It's like key with everything. So always know to communicate with your team, and go over call outs with your team. Like if you don't know call out, like talk to your teammate, go into a map and basically call out for every single place in the map. More like specific you can be, the better. I'd say the next big thing to win games is chemistry, like with your teammates. Obviously, like when you play with them for the first time, it's not going to be as good because you don't know how they play, they don't know how you play, and you guys can play very differently. I'd say like just like when you play with your teammates, learn like certain things they do, learn certain ways they go, so you can always like predict what they're going to do next, so you can follow up with them. The next tip I'm going to give you is playing smart. Like pretty much like not going into a situation just guns blazing. Like you need to be smart with what you're going to do. So either communicating with your teammate, what is the best way to either take over this bomb site, or when you guys are going to push a certain place, or how you guys are going to hold a certain part of this map. It's better for you and your teammates because if you play smart, you're probably not going to go down as fast, and your team will be more efficient. Play with your own certain style. So it took me a while to figure out my style, and I think I've come to realize that I can't be as much of a slayer as I wanted to be, but I can still help out my team a lot with just like things like anchoring on hardpoint, and like even playing certain positions on Search and Destroy. Like I used to play sub all the time, but then I started to realize I can't play a sub on every single map, and even certain rounds, like against certain teams, you just can't play a sub. So you're gonna have to realize in what situations, like how you play and how, like what you can do to win the game. So like I started to switch over to an AR more often, and like I've been seeing like my results be better. And so I just say like try to find like who you are in the game, and that comes with like trial and error. So like definitely test out a bunch of things, see like what works for you and what doesn't. Another big thing to look at is watching like professionals play. So watch streams or watch the CWL matches of the Call of Duty pros, because honestly like you will learn a lot. Like you watching them, you'll learn different spots, you'll learn how they play, how they rotate. You can learn a lot from watching them. And so like I haven't watched this often, but when I first started playing this game, I like watched them all the time, like every single day. And so I think that's where I got a lot of like my skill and like game sense, and it just really helped me.
Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint contested. Friendly care package incoming.
I'd say the last tip, the most obvious tip, is just play the game. The more you play the game, the more you're gonna learn certain things. Like you're not gonna learn the movement, you're not gonna learn the maps without playing the game. You're gonna have to go in, play yourself, learn all these different things. Basically, the more you play, the more you're gonna learn the game and know each and every single map, like through thin and through, you know, like the back of your hand. And that's basically what you want to do. And once you get down to that, that's when you want to get down those call outs and just learn how other people play and learn how you play and start predicting how other people will play coming from experience. But other than that, there's not really much that you can do to help you win games. I mean, like, obviously, if you have talent, you have talent, you know? But practicing is one of the biggest things in the game. So I think that's going to leave it off with you guys. Thank you very much for watching the video.
Hardpoint identified.
Yeah, if you enjoyed the video, like it, and subscribe if you're new. But other than that, I'll see you guys later.